Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. I did some more stuff after end of yesterday's stream. I got some time. I didn't finish working on the mouse stuff. Mouse stuff I'm gonna leave that for the stream. But I was like, you know what? Let's do some more little stuff. I had some time after stream, and I had some time in the morning. I finished up what I needed to do a bit earlier, so I had like 20 minutes or so in the morning. So, you know, a little bit of stuff. Nothing major. Just some cleanup. But today, we're going to be wrapping up the mouse controls. The controller support for the spells, which is awesome. We got the effect working in the right place yesterday. We just need to have the hitbox match the location of the spell. And then we're good. Hey, Valiant, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no worries. Need help figuring out what you thought would be a simple BCG tool you're trying to grade, and more importantly, understanding an aspect BCG? I mean, sure, just ask the question. Yeah. Oof. Ask away. Well, that's gonna be the plan for today. But otherwise, I want to show something before we get started. Because why is this back? Well, earlier today, this section was gone. It was 128 or something. It was like 120s. I don't know why this is back now. Why are you back? This was gone. It was just the biggest area was pretty much just ABP player. But the player now is 156 megabytes, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know what happened here. I don't know why this is back. But I guess I'll figure it out at some point. I don't think this has anything. No? Yeah, no idea. Either way, that's really good. Quite pleased with that. And the size of the parent is also a 56, which doesn't make quite as much sense, because why is WB debuffs here, but it's not here, even though it's from the parent? So it should be on both. No, so you know, like, it's not 100% done, but you know, probably need to adjust this. I don't know why I have some things loading, like oh, there's the player. Well, so the player somehow is going all the way up the chain. Yeah, I'll figure stuff out. But that's kind of not the main thing today. Does this have a reference? No, it doesn't even have a reference to pretty much anything, just a horizontal box. But what we're doing is these abilities. The first time I use it is delayed, and I need to figure out how to not have it be delayed, how to load these things up, and then we're good. But then we're good. So yeah, we need to control the hitbox. That's the plan for today. Let's open it up. Trying to make a spline tool for roadway street lines with a decal. Trying to create an attribute that controls the spacing between double line setup. Trying to do with transform points node. Said not to do that, but to create a random attribute float and then use the math operation to multiply up forward by that value and then add to position. I mean, that what you're asking about, it sounds way too complex for me to even grasp over a stream. I'm sorry. Like, if you Unreal Source Discord is more informed than me, I will just straight up say that. Especially if you, you know, like, I can't help on something that complex over a stream. You're welcome to post about it, like, in the Discord and ask in the PCG help channel. You know, and when I get time or someone else knows, like, take a look at it. But the Unreal Source Discord is where I get my information. Extractors doesn't mean much. All extractor is extractor is not anything. All it is if you have a multiply, sure. So here you can go to, right, you can have a point, rotation. All an extractor is this. For a rotator, you can say pitch roll. It's just whatever's up is rotation dot up. That's all it is. It just adds the dot whatever it is at the end. That's all an extractor is. It's if you're doing rotation, you get a rotation dot pitch. If you want a specific rotation axis, you know. If you're doing position, right, it's a vector, so you can get XYZ, right, a specific one, or a GBA, or length, or the normalized, or the squared length. And that's all it is. It's just what information do you want to break in the whatever you're getting in the rotator? Which axis do you want, or which axis do you want, or something like that. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's all an extractor is. It's not a thing. It's just something you use. I mean, you don't even need to like use it. You just type it in. I don't know if it's anything beyond that, but you can just type it in and they're calling it an extractor, I guess. That is all. This setup allows for this? Huh. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so what we want to do is, though, we got the Niagara effect. We need to do, let's open both up. Open both of them up. Having difficulty wrapping your head around how they affected the node inputs? Maybe they don't, right? Because it doesn't affect the input at all. It is the input. Or it is the output. It's not anything. It's just specifier. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you saw it, but I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Specific axis, but it's not an axis because you can get the forward vector of the forward axis of a vector, which is not an axis. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. You saw it though. It's all it's the best I got. It's the best I got. Let's do. Okay, so here we had, right, this mouse control. Yeah. That's so we need to do this section. This section needs to go for all the controls. So Let's just put you here for now. Move this all the way up, and then we can move it back. Move it back after. Let's get rid of you. Okay, so if this fails, we're not doing this, right? We're telling it not to use it. Level control D doesn't work. There we go. And then we need to set some variables. We could probably just go ahead and yeah, just copy these. Yeah, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Why are these pacing with a 0? Aim already used. Oh, what do you mean it's already used? What do you mean it's already in use? You have the abilities today? Well, we're just finishing up stuff from yesterday. So sort of. The mouse impact point just needs to be set to player position location. So that just goes here. Closest distance needs to be a local variable. Where's the next thing? Niagara system does not need to be a thing. It just needs to do this. And then again, same thing here. So hold on, what is... Okay, so we need to add a few controls. I already have player specific positioning. Oh, it's right there. Oh, whoops, that's why. That's why. He already said it already is there. I missed it. How are you, dear? Are you 60? Is this the only thing that comes to my mind of when someone says that? When someone's like a grandmother, how are you, dearie? I don't think that's what you meant in the way you meant, but that's immediately what came to my mind. I'm fine, Grandma. How are you? Spawnable distance. We're using that. Plus impact point, yep, we're using that because then that got relinked. And where's this? Here. It gets worse. You say dear and darling interchangeably. That makes me wonder. Do you have a significant other? Because I'm curious what they think about that. Because that is definitely terms that you would use like with a significant other. So I'm curious at this point what the significant other would think if you used that with someone else. Would they understand, or would they be like? That just has me thinking. Because it could be like, oh, you don't mean anything by it, but if someone doesn't know, it can create some interesting scenarios, which would be funny. Probably not funny to you, but funny to someone on the outside. I'm a weird man. I don't want to fight those guys. Anyone else? Okay. So, oink. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah. That didn't look good. Why was that one off? Why is that one off? That one's also off, actually. So is that one. You're a real girl. Hell yeah. It's good to be weird. Normal's overrated. Although, depending where you look, normal is the odd one out. If you grew up from the internet, then normal is the odd one out. Why is this not in the right spot? Hey, dude, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You swear those were working yesterday? They were! Exactly where I'm surprised. What happened? Like, that was lined up yesterday. Why is that no longer lined up? If we go by definition, normal is the average of the masses. What? I mean, yeah, that sounds right. No, it shouldn't go here. It should go here. What? Wait. What? What happened? God damn it, what happened? Why is it broken now? Oh, hold on. Nothing happened. I just forgot to click this checkbox for the new setup that we just finished. Just you know what? No, there's nothing there. Everything was correct. There was definitely a problem, and it's not just me. Having my therapeutic stream? Never heard that one before. Elliot, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You didn't get a notification that I started streaming? You enable all notifications now? I mean, I have notification on Discord. Unless you have the no live stream tag. Not always in Discord, that wouldn't show up. Oh, for my channel? I mean, to be fair, it's always the same time every day. So what you could do is set an alarm for yourself. Then you'll be always here. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. That's a little off. That looks good. That look. Is it fine? That's fine, I think. Yeah. You need to work up to that level? I need to work up to that level? That's a Forest Reservoir Critical Role on Thursday. See, I'm currently watching I'm an hour 40 minutes into the latest thing. I can't watch it on Thursdays. So I can't watch it on Thursdays. I can only watch it once they release the thing on Mondays, and then like it takes me time to get through it because I got other shit going on. And it's one of those things where I need to focus more than just having it in the background. Commit to Thursdays even goes in the early hours. Yeah, but see, I have work and then I stream. I can't do it. So it is what it is. So good. Okay, so now we need to make sure that it works with the controller. Ooh. He also sometimes would like to rage. Do they have I don't think they have a barbarian this time, right? Looks good. Did that hit him? I don't think those hit. Hold on. Yeah, that hit because I see the print damage. Why did that not have a... Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Why is it wrong? Here, it's wrong. This true is wrong. Why is it wrong? Mostly spellcasters. I haven't paid attention too much to what everyone is because they haven't like just shown it all together, and I have been too lazy to look it up. Usually the healer what comes close to a void mage in campaigns. I want to play some D&D. Hey Daryl, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. He's wrote an old you wrote an old stream of question thinking it was your live one. Nice. Okay, so it doesn't get there. So what's the problem? Problem must be here. What? Oh. I didn't put in the 9s for this. There we go. Because when I copied the variable, it didn't copy the default setting for the variable. You were like, that's weird. I don't feel like we talked about this before. Oh, you feel like, yeah. Oink. So that's 1. This is with controller. Bam. 2. 3. What was that?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Why does that not line up? ETA and game release. I'm hoping that early access / Kickstarter by end of next year. I think that's where I'm hoping for. If I feel it's not ready, it'll not be ready, then it'll, obviously be later. It's not like a definite thing. But I want to start thinking about Kickstarter / early access at the end of next year. It would definitely be a Steam game, but again, it all depends on how it's going to be. And I also want to do a demo slice, like a free demo slice, probably. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things figure out. I got time to figure things out. I'm not gonna go past 4 bosses. I think for whatever. I'm gonna refine this a little more. Don't do what Kingmakers did and say of release, say, whoops, we're not ready, and now you wait indefinitely until we are. I don't know what Kingmakers is, but yeah, that's why, I'm hoping to start thinking about like what to do with that by the end of next year. But we'll see. We will see. So what's going on here? So that'll work. So the problem is, oh, So what's happening is because it's triggering multiple times, it moves. It's not a problem for the spawning of it, but this specifically is happening multiple times a second. And so if you kill an enemy, another enemy can become the closest enemy. So we gotta work around that. You officially establish you officially establish a initial planned content for the first release before you do any future updates. DLC content. Nice, that's better than me. How many people do I have on my project? Well, let's see. There's me. Oh, hold on. I have credits. We just look at the credits. Where's the main menu? Just there. Oh, the credits. Oh, it looks like I made it. Okay, so that's one. It seems like there's two dum-dums, but I think yeah, there's two dum-dums. Yeah, as Leo says, me, myself, and I. I'm a solo dev. I got nobody. I ain't got nobody. I don't have money to hire people. And I enjoy doing all this stuff. Or not. You also do your art yourself? I mean, not really. I mean, I do, and I don't. Because this is just a sprite of an effect that I got. This is from a 3D model that I got. My player is a character. These guys are from Paragon. Not Paragon, but like one of the epic models. These guys are just regular 2D sprites I got very early on. These same ones. Okay, can we get something else? These guys are also 2D sprites that we got early on. This is one of the Paragon characters. And I just convert stuff. I haven't made anything from like fully from scratch at all for any of this. Effects I bought. So, yeah. It's a prototype. It's fine. I think this variable needs to be I need to have another variable, a global one that gets set. So let's do a global variable, because that way it won't get reset every time. That says closest found, which will turn this on. Oh, and I also need to convert this player position location to a global variable. There needs to be a way of just converting a variable from one to the other. Can I just do this? No. Well, time to replace all of these. Okay, there we go. Review. Okay, so we now have saved that as a global. And then we just need to do a check here at the beginning. A friend that will help you out with music. I bought music. I had to buy it. If animations bought in a retouched emphasis a bit more in the stylization effects, there are mocap animations. Animations have been difficult to find. I have an animation friend, or rather, I have a friend that can do really good animations. But I asked if he was interested in like doing stuff for me, but he hasn't gone back to me. He said he'll think about it, but he hasn't been like, oh yeah, let's do it. So if so I might have an animation guy later on. He's good. He's very good at animation. So we'll see. But in terms of effects, the best effects I've found so far are these. These effects by this guy. These are the best looking effects that I've seen. But let's see if it works now. Controller, you good? You? Yeah, that looks good. It didn't move. Yes. You can spawn gameplay ability actors. What is a gameplay ability actor? What is that? Gas? Don't. I mean, don't. Well, don't. No. You can't be like, I have this thing that sounds cool. I'm not gonna tell you about. No. You brought it up. You gotta now talk about it. Why is? What? Is it because does all this, does all the checks, does all the damage, Reset it here. It's probably extremely boring. Well, I don't think it is because I was interested enough in hearing. What? Why is it in the wrong spot? Why is it in the wrong spot? They're good. Why are you not finding anything? Now what's wrong? Closest distance should be right. It's false by default. Why? The only place I set it to be true is here. Means you had to have gone through all this and either found a spot or not. So where am I failing in the logic of this? He goes through all of this. And it says, yes, I found the closest point. So if it ever gets called again, it'll be true and it won't find the location again. Like it won't overwrite it. It should have already been set. Where did I mess up? Now it's way off. What? What? was the issue. So I have, when it checks with the closest point, I tell it to set closest found to be true, so it doesn't keep checking a new location. So it only does this when closest found is false. And then when it's done with all the attack stuff, it sets it back to false. But for some reason, this just makes it not work entirely. I'm trying to figure out why. Does it have a default closest point? Well, no, because the first time it goes through this, it should go and calculate it. It should find whatever the closest point is, and then it saves it into a global variable, and then sets closest true. So it has this information. I'm not overwriting it. You wouldn't go here. You wouldn't go to any of those, and I'm just getting it. Set there. It wouldn't go in this section. Yes, it shouldn't go anywhere except in this section. It's set to closest impact point. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because when I use a different ability, it does overwrite it. Well, no, hold on. It overwrites it, but hey, Brax, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. But that shouldn't matter because it should be resetting it to false anyway. So instead of here, let's put it here. Because if it misses, maybe that's the problem. Have a good night, Aya. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. Looks good! Looks bad. Why was that broken? The sounds are very satisfying. Good. Why does this one's ability feel like it doesn't line up properly? Okay, this one's fine, clearly. This one's fine. That one's fine. That one's very much not fine. No, it's coded the same. It's coded the same. It should go to average enemy location. Oh wait, this doesn't have player specified position turned on. Why doesn't this have a thing turned on? I turned it on for everything. I'm just double checking now. Why it didn't have it? It didn't have this on. Goddamn checkbox. It's always something stupid like a checkbox. God. Okay. Think we're good? The next thing I'm fixing is them moving constantly. I don't know what's going on with that. Again, well, it's a little off, right? It's always a little bit off. Not always, but like it's sometimes a little bit off. Is it? Is the problem actually on the ability, on the effect? No, that looks pretty centered. That looks pretty centered on 000. No, that's consistent. It's exactly the same every time. Niagara is fine. So why is the positioning off? Why is this off again? I just checked through all of these. Why is this off again? What is going on? Why does it keep turning itself off? I don't like that. These should be off. And they are. Go back to this one. It's on. Okay. What was that? That is 100% off. It's still on. Like it matches. This. And this matches. But debug thing is from my like actual hit. That's where the hit happens. The damage happens. Sphere's being called the counterpart of the mouse. Oh, is that? Have you noticed that it's been at the mouse location? Hold on. It shouldn't be. Has it been? Because I've not noticed. Let's check. It should be happening here. It should be going down this path. Yeah, it says hello. So it is. It is happening, going down that path. Okay. Uh, right, it's going to be inside of it, so I can't see it. Let me just do this. No, it shouldn't. All right, so we now have that line. Let me just get a better positioning of this. Yeah, it's off. Why is it off? So it is following the information that it's given. Why are we doing mouse impact point? Oh, because it... It should have been 0. The first one should have been 0. Is it somehow maintaining the information? Maybe that's why? It's somehow maintaining information? No. That's not it. Because this is a local variable. There shouldn't be any reason for it to maintain any information when it comes here. So it gets the information. So it needs to keep stacking all of the actual locations.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And then it just takes the average here. Are you spawning a system or playing a Niagara component? Spawning a system. But that's separate from this. This is just the this is purely the trace that is separate from the system. Oh, hold on. Oh, it lines up here in time. I was like, maybe if it's different time. Oh, it's because there's a start delay. I figured it out. I figured out the problem. It's the start delay. The effect starts, it's positioned, but I want the damage to happen a little bit after, but I have a start delay. So the attack damage doesn't happen like when the animation is still going and you don't want the attack to hit yet, but I'm doing that trace then at that time, not at the beginning when the characters were still in the same location. So I need to actually do this delay after the calculations, not before. That's what needs to happen. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Okay, figured it out. So this is a function, so I cannot do it here. But here we have just on trace attack. Let's go to the event graph. Here. It does the trace attack and on trace. So this trace attack I need to see if it's delayed. How the hell do we do this? It's over time. How the hell do we get around this? I need to check if it's player specified positioning. Before the delay. Okay, right. That's definite. Okay. If it's not, then we continue as we were for sure. Okay. If it is player specified positioning, actually, this one shouldn't go here. This one can continue on too. And this is true. So that means we have a delay or it's location based. But usually it's the delay that I really care about. So I guess location based doesn't matter. Okay, we'll do this just by itself. So if there is a delay and this, then what I need to do is basically do all of this. Which is get player controlled impact point, I guess. So we do this, right? Which will figure out the location and all that. And it returns, let's make sure I fix up all of this stuff. Local variables where I need to. So this will then return the player position location as a global variable in all of these setups. So the location will be set in stone. So then Why am I this? Wrong thing. Okay, so it does that. A location will be figured out. So then we do the delay as we were before. The only difference is here, add a new variable and just say pre-calculated player control position. I don't know, something like that, and we tell that to be true. At the beginning, because the global variable, let's make sure that it's off. That's not at all what I tried to do. Let's make sure that's off by default, and then if it goes through here, then it'll turn itself on. And then when it gets to here, it's going to check that player this, and it is not the pre-calculated. If it is pre-calculated, then it will effectively just not overwrite it, it will just reuse it. Okay. I always delete unused variables, would now delete all of these that I don't use anymore because I moved them. Yeah, that's all. The rest here I've used. Oh. You're not being used. You're not being used. Okay. So let's see how this works. That looked good. That looked terrible. God damn it. What the shit? It shouldn't be a text. We've checked the check boxes. We've checked the check boxes. Checkbox fine. 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 It's all fine. We've gone through the check boxes enough times. It's all fine. It's on the checkbox. So what happened? What's the problem? Right, you're fine. Okay. You're not fine at all. You're the closest position is broken. Okay, why is closest position broken again? What happened? Why is this a problem? Oh. Gotta move this here. Because we're now doing this earlier. Is that the damn problem? God damn it. No, it's not. Why is it at 000? What is going on? Ah! It says hello, so it is going there. It is finding all the right things. So the large trace is working fine for like the area. Oh, god damn it. It's because I made it a function, and for some reason, when you freaking duplicate it, the variable gets preset. Why? Why, Unreal? Why do you do this? Why do you reset variables like this? Hey, look, that was perfect. Hey, look, that was perfect. Hey, look, that was perfect. Oh. Why? Oh, everything broken. I somehow broke all my attacks. Oh, there he is. We're fine. But I don't know how I managed to do the hold of the other one. That was all sorts of weird, but it's in the right spot, it seems. Finally. Doesn't matter which one I do first. Or second. Or third. I did it. God damn it. I don't know why Unreal, when you make something a function that has local variables, why it doesn't maintain like all the values. Good. Did it. It's a local variable, i.e. at the start of the function call, everything is null, false, slash nothing. I know, but like, if you are making a function inside of another function that has local variables, and those local variables are inside of the function you just made, they should automatically convert to local variables inside of the function with the same defaults. Like, that should just happen. It's a pain in the butt that it's done, but we did it. Yay. So we now have full controller support, and mouse support. So now I can place this wherever I want with my mouse, and with the controller, it doesn't. You don't get to place it where you want, but it is automatically placed in a controllable way that guarantees a hit, pretty much. So good enough. Turn that off. Turn that off. Now, I want to fix let me just also double check that this stuff should still work. Yeah. Looking good. Okay. What I want to do is somehow fix the enemies somehow still moving. I don't know why. I hate it all. Why do they still move? Everything outside doesn't know what's inside, and once you're inside, you don't know what's outside. Yeah. I know why it happens, but I wish it didn't work that way. That's all. Like, I get it. I understand it, but I just don't like it. So on death, okay, it stops the state tree. Oh no, it sends the event. No. We're gonna stop the state tree, because that state tree problem has been. I'm not even gonna put it into the death state. I'm going to stop logic. Just stop it. I'm done trying to put it into a thing that I need to overwrite. Just stop it. I also want to. It should automatically. Oh, well, I don't have this here. I guess I still have this here. Do I have it at final level here? No. I'll deal with that later. So we're gonna stop all activity. I think he should stop moving already. Spawn the blood pool. Stop animation overrides. Hide the health bar. So the collisions accordingly. This makes no sense. If it is the boss and player controlled, it will never go through here. This would never be true. I'm not gonna touch it because something's weird here. This can't ever be true, right? Just do one of these. Future kind of co-op mode with player? No. I'm not even going to humor the idea of yeah, not even gonna humor the idea. What happened here? Oh, this was the old system. This was the new one that we swapped over to. That it doesn't use the blood amount, it just throws a decal down. That's right. I remember. That's when we swapped over to the pixel version. You got back to where you were in your original blueprint system, but in gas, you weren't expecting it to be that quick to prototype? Jesus. Well, because most of the stuff you were doing was creating new systems. Yeah. So it makes sense. You didn't like, you weren't doing like stuff outside of that. So yeah, it makes sense. Checks out. Minus all the headaches, bliss. Well, I'm glad. I want to disable those attacks that those guys are doing from stunning. So now this is clean, theoretically cleaned up. Let me see if I can. No corpse better move now. Okay, no corpse better move. Why are they not going anywhere? Okay. These guys are working. Why are they rotating? Okay, I know why. I can fix that. I can fix that. Clear focus. You know how unnerving it is to have to work the first time? Oh, to have it work the first time? I mean, that just sounds great. Yeah, that just sounds great. Is that ability up in the air? Why is this up in the air? I thought it was. Okay, why? How is this not possible? I'm gonna put it here. It doesn't make sense to put it here. Just put it on the enemy. But how is it failing to have it?
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Oh. Is this? That's why. It needs this. You didn't know what to do with yourself now? You were half expected to jump through several hoops to appeal to Unreal? Well, that means you actually can make your game. I know, Leo, that you enjoy making these systems, and now that the system is already made, you don't know what to do with yourself. But the answer is just, you can make the game. Now I have no excuses. Yay. That's it. Make the game. Make it all. But I don't know if you saw. Player character 156.7 megabytes. Earlier today, this didn't exist. This wasn't part of it. I don't know why this all of a sudden popped up after a restart. But whatever. Yeah. It went from 1.1 gigs. Pretty good. Okay, well, they're not rotating anymore, which is great. And they're not chasing me. And no errors. Okay. Finally fixed. For them chasing me. Let me fix the ability, though. Why is it in there? Why is it in the air? Not that ability. That ability. Offset transform. It's not offset. I thought maybe it would be like it's like offset into the air, but it's not. It's not set to be waist high. Like if I accidentally set it to be waist high, that would make sense. Why is that bigger? Oh, you know what it is? It's said to be 1x in scale. And because we learned about the scale built into these things, and then 1.2 here. I bet that's what's messing with it. No, why is it in the air? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. If waist high is false, it should remove the information here, and then it should set it to location. Oh, okay. Well, for this, it's not player controlled. So this should just go here, which adds local offset. Is local offset breaking it? No. No, it's not. So what's going on here? If I turned waist high on, it's exactly the same spot. If I turn waist height off, so waist height for some reason isn't doing anything, or isn't working properly. Okay, why? Why did it stop working? Only place I do it is here. What I could try doing, if it doesn't want to do it here, is I could do it at the local transform location instead. So we can do a select here. If it's waist height, then it does the normal. Otherwise, it does this. Okay, there we go. So the whole add local offset isn't adding. I feel like it's just setting. I feel like the whole thing is a lie. Just a lie. Clean this up. I need this in several places, so. Now we checked scale earlier, Duty. Is there a relative offset? I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I was using the add local offset, but for some reason it's not adding. It's more of a set local offset. Even though it says add. Because otherwise it wouldn't be overwriting what I was doing. Okay, so now it's on the ground. Okay. Good. So that is finally fixed. Good. Let's check out yeah. Let's go see the Niagara previews. Yeah. I'm surprised they're playing in the animation blueprint. What's the poison cannibal planet? What? Poison cannibal plant? Ooh. That... I found a bug. Bottom left. This thing? Oh, in my content browser? I mean, it's the same thing as my regular attack, except it's purple. Oh, by regular attack, I mean the first one. It's just purple. Oh, you're asking about this thing. Yeah, that's this. It's cool, but it's just I don't have a good use for it. It's like it could be useful against regular mobs, but the main abilities are going to be used for bosses, and you're not going to stop a boss from moving or kill a boss or doing like much of anything to a boss with this thing. So I wasn't going to use it. Yep. To make it quicker. Do I have a control for that? Flat, normal power. For nail power, loop count, roughness, audio on, color hue. I don't even have a size. Oh, I do have a size. Oh, the size doesn't go vertically higher. So it can actually make this go up higher. It gets wider, but it still closes at the same height. I can make more of them, dear God. I can't change the speed of it though. I wanted to see if you can change the speed, but you can't change the speed. Oh well. Yeah. Anyway, goodbye. Don't want to derail me. Too late. Let's go to the environments. So what we want to do is grab all the blocking volumes. Collision presets. Hold on, it's ignoring everything except pawn. What? Why was I able to trace onto it with my mouse? Same. 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 Is there a physics only? No. Characters aren't physics objects, but what's happening is if I do... Why is this... Oh, this is going off terrain, so that one makes sense. I meant to check the spells. Why? Because these go off of a line trace from the... Right? Why is it in the air? Why is it up in the air? Only reason that it could be that way, right there, is I'm somehow it's putting it on the top of the freaking collisions, but I am using a trace on world static. Why are we up? Why is it up there? I want to test something. If I play, I can't see anything, right? Yeah. Oh, I can't just dim. What I could try doing is I'm going to select all of them and I'm going to say no collision. I want to see if it's actually these or something else that's doing it. Forgot the The collision boxes are set to worlds. Oh, are they? Why would they be set to world static? Why is this the default? I could try physics only. No, but let's just try that real quick. Why is there no like specific type for those boxes? Okay, yeah, so that doesn't stop the player. That's what I thought. I just want to check. Collision enabled. Okay, let's put it on spectral wall. It's my own custom one. Probably will fix the problem because not using spectral wall for anything else at the current moment. The thing that was being used for before is no longer being used for, so I should be relatively safe putting it all under spectral wall. I would have thought there'd be a default like blocking volume type or something like that. Like an invisible, like, yeah, invisible blocking volume. Yeah, hit result under cursor by channel, not that node. Filter heads that are above the player. Yeah, I could use that one too. I forgot to swap my spells. Okay, that did it. Yeah, it was the default being at yep. It was entirely because the defaults were set to world static. Thank you for that. Hey, stop it. I need to get the two icons here updated as well. So let's go to Electric Avenue. Game icons. I need like a spell bolt. Usually it has tags. There's no tags. Just spell. Not shell. Spell. What are the sections here? Symbol and emblem. Arrow and spear. Okay. Real animal ones. Body anatomy ones, no. clothing, food, machine, nature, weapon, explosion, projectile. Aha! Yeah, okay. There we go. Found him. Found what I need. There's fireworks. Firing my laser. You swear you were about to say electric boogaloo? Yeah. I was. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think I even started saying it. Let's go with what? We need two. We need one for the basic, for the regular projectile, and one for like the powerful projectile. I mean, we don't really have one for like a laser beam, or we don't really need one. So we can use maybe this one for the basic one. And ooh, this might not be terrible for the heavy one, for the big one. These two. I'm not thrilled about this one, to be fair. But I think it is the best one we got. A lot of them are just like, feel like a sphere, like lobbing a sphere, which is different than what we're doing, really. So yeah, let's go with this one. And I don't like the circle. I don't like the circle. What tags does this one have? Explosion. Damn. Okay. I gotta decide. I just gotta decide. It is the best one. Fine. Okay, let's go download these. Which was this one? Small one. Where am I gonna put these? I should probably put them with the other one. Hotbar, icons. Okay. So if we go into here, by the way, one thing that made that helped reduce my my memory usage was I swapped out some of the data table stuff for soft references. So for example, I think the one that did a lot was the player weapon data table. So all of these icons are soft references now, and so are the animations. The animations are using soft references, and so are these. But I need to figure out how to load all of the effects and how to load all the effects basically before you use them. Because what happens is on the first time you load it, it chugs while it's loading it.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Leo. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, when you pick a weapon, it should load all the things for the weapon, basically. How it would do that, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if you were to... Yeah, I don't know the best way of doing that yet. Deal with that later, of course. But that's on my mind. Speaking of things on my mind, I gotta show you guys. So I've been looking for effects in general for like abilities and stuff like that. And I haven't bought these, but they're on my thing. I was waiting for them to be on sale. But this one has some pretty cool ones. This one had videos. I think it had videos on the Orbital Marketplace. So this is the one that has a bunch that have potential. I don't know if all of these, like this one seems really cool, right? So I just have this, like if it goes on sale kind of thing, I'll might pick it up. But it has some interesting like spells and abilities that could be used. So there's this one. $20. Another one is this one that has a bunch of different projectiles. So it could be cool to augment like the base projectiles themselves, or potentially give enemies different projectiles. There's a ton of these. Also $20. So they look pretty cool. Obviously, a lot of it is just color changes for a lot of these, but if you want the link for any of them, just ask and I'll send it to you. I'll post it in the chat. So this one I have written down as well. $20. Yeah, I have not bought any of these. None of these were on sale, by the way, during this last round. The next one is animations for weapon attacks, because I need some good attack animations. So, and these look actually good. I think I've showed this one before, and they aren't mocapped, and I don't want mocapped animations. I want stylized, over the top, unrealistic, but cool looking animations. I don't want mocap, because mocap is nice, but I want like that over the top style. So yeah, you know, bunch of different ones here. All with the sword. 9 CG has some really nice animations. Cool. I haven't seen them, probably. Although I don't look at who's making any of these. Oh, this is 9CG. That's why you brought it up. Yeah, 9CG. Yeah, these look great. Hang on, let's see what else they have. Nadachi, Spear, Archer. Oh, the Mage. So, Mage is. Oh, they're $50 for both. Let's see the Mage. Yeah, these are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so their stuff is pretty good. Yeah, they're all $50. The katana is $60. Great sword. Yeah, so they're pretty. Those are good. They seem pretty good. The nice thing about them is they're not they're not like realistic in terms of like movement. They're over the top, which I like. Then there's another one that has more sword animations that aren't as good, I believe. But these also weren't bad. I feel like they're not as nice. Like I feel like there's a little bit of a like almost like a little bit too airy, like too much too. The timing feels like it could be improved to make it a little more snappy. But some of that stuff can be ironed out because it's sprites, and I can change the timing a little bit on those. So, but that's another one of these. This one's cheaper, $30. Then I have these lightning attacks. So it has lightning attacks, and this might look familiar. This one's basically my air blade attack, except it's lightning. So effectively, I'm thinking of swapping out the air blade for lightning blade. And then it has a bunch of different lightning attacks. Let's see. Demo video. What was the VFX for the very first one? Are you talking about this one? The fire one? Asking about this? No, none of these is Cascade. They're all... Cascade's not a thing. Here, I mean, if you want it, here. So this one has all the lightning stuff. So this one I was thinking of, because we need abilities for the air blade, which might become lightning blade, and it has like some abilities that might work, right? These lightning bolt attacks, things of that nature. You might be able to shoot lightning as one of the spells. Could also theoretically use this for chain lightning. Although I'll show you another one that later on for chain lightning. That's really cool, right? There's a few of these. They have electric field around you. Yeah, and this is like shooting the projectiles, which like really got my attention. So, yeah. Next one is like a full ice one. Like I have some of these because it's by the same guy that did the abilities we're using. And these are really cool. This guy in general is like Dr. Game, I guess. What a name. His stuff is awesome. It's the effects that we're using right now. And this is just one that's ice and tsunamis. But like, check this out. This is just, that's pretty cool as an effect. Just to put, that's a really nice looking waterway. Like an AoE one, right? Like all his stuff is genuinely really nice. I think he has a bunch of ice ones, right? This, like, that's even cool, which is reminiscent of the melee one that has the whole thing that goes up in the middle. Right? Even like even that, just simple, look pretty cool. So yeah, this has like a bunch of stuff like this. Little bubbles, little crystals that appear around. It even has like stuff like this where it just freezes and has an effect on the enemy itself. I obviously couldn't use this, but it's really cool. Right, throw projectiles. It's a whole thing. Raining projectiles. Yeah. Point is, lots of really cool ones on this. Yeah, I'm not going to go through every single one of these. Point is, lots of cool ones. Next one is also by him. Same person that we just saw. Has even more cool stuff, which has large AoE and decal effects. So they have a lot of he's showing off with like a mouse, but the point is, right, it's just a lot of really good effects. You don't have to obviously use the decal thing, like this part, but the effects are still pretty cool, right? But you could tell it's the same person. A lot of similar attacks. Some of them are reused. This one's really cool. Like Alien Tornadoes looks pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, you get the point, right? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So I have that one also saved. This one is free. Also by him. Which is just spline-based effects. Which is how I'm thinking of doing potentially chain lightning and things of that nature. This is free. So he just has a spline where the effect just spawns out of. Spline fire, and check it out, spline electricity. Miasma. Right. So wind trail. Like this is just on a spline. So theoretically, if I wanted to do a chain lightning, right, I could use one of these and just have it create a spline 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever enemy, and just have it follow it. It wouldn't work that well unless it does it super fast, but that's an option to have. Right, here's the fire. And just showing the controls. You do have a held option for a targeting system and make a bunch of points. Keep in mind, this is not like when you're creating the spline, right? As you saw, it disappears and then it reappears when you finish. So yeah, if you draw a spline, you can just make this effect. It's free. Here, I'll link this one. It's free. Then there's this one, which is also by him. I opened all of his stuff. This guy's stuff is awesome. It's the best ones I found for effects. Genuinely. That's why I have like pretty much all the ones they have. And this is flamethrower, which looks great. It looks a little bit stylized, which is perfect. I mean, I don't care about the being on fire and all that, but it has a bunch of like effects. Steam, ice, whatever it is. Purple miasma, whatever it is. Change the colors, change whatever you need, make it a sprite. Comes with a check for it, all the good stuff. And the last one I have is a full lightning and thunder effect pack, again, by his gentleman. I'm hoping his stuff goes on sale. Just because I want to buy all of it. And I want to throw that much money. But look at this. Like, it's clean. Like, this is nice. Like, if I wanted to have like a lightning like a lightning spell, primarily weapon. Hey, does this look familiar? It's like mine, but better. Ogre V effects so far. Nice. Yeah, these are the one. The ones by Dr. Game look very much of like the ones like I'm looking for. Obviously, some of the stuff I wouldn't be able to use because like this. But like even this, like that's a cool attack. Love how he likes to do the lightning crackling on the ground as an after effect. It's super clean. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like it feels like a full thing. Yeah, it clearly has on hit effect, not just the effect of the itself. It has a bunch of stuff on the character. And like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Point is, right? Yeah, I got pretty much all his stuff I've saved. In terms of like all his stuff, he doesn't have like an insane amount. Weapon and bullet effects I cannot use. Heal / positive V effects is not like attack stuff. So I didn't grab it. It's just mostly just like AoE, like circle around you kind of stuff, which is cool, but it wasn't on my high priority list. It's cheaper too. Also, his stuff is not expensive, right? This is $11. That's not expensive for all this stuff. I think for the quality of this, price is really good. Bunch of energy B1. Am I using his stuff? You know what? I think I'm using his stuff already. Yeah, this is the one I have. So I actually was using his stuff for my energy beam is his. That's his energy beam. I just realized. Yeah, the attack that I'm using right now is his energy beam already. Yeah, I'm using this stuff already. I didn't realize it. The portal and stuff I actually got from him as well. Although this one wasn't great. The other portal ones I thought that I got were better, which is why I'm using them. Character status effects. Projectile ones. Right, there's just a bunch of different projectiles. But they look nice, like skull projectile. Like it's not like oh yeah, the tornado ones. I didn't save this one, but these are like really clean too. Probably looks familiar. He says, I mean, look, I don't pay that close attention. Okay. Point is, I really like his stuff. That's all I want to say. You know, this is a shader. If you want to have your stuff look like this, you can, but apparently it only works for low poly. Also, it's for Unity. Oh, it's for Unity, right? I'm on Fab. Sorry, forgot. I'm on fat. Why am I saying Unity stuff? Is that why I'm seeing so many things that I don't remember? None of them have a UE marketplace. Like, how do I even filter? How do I even filter? God, Fab, why are you such garbage? Oh, here it is. There you go. Get rid of the Unity stuff. See, formats doesn't make sense because it's not a format. I mean, it's an engine. An engine is not a format. I guess game engine formats. These are formats. FBX, GLB, etc. Right? That's formats to me. That's engines. I feel like that should be its own thing. Either way, yeah, that's the stuff. Oh yeah, there's this one. I didn't even show this one. I don't remember what happened to Hey, Dark Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This is like just a chain link you can create. Again, right? Looks pretty clean. Don't get you started on the Fab Market. Don't worry, I also go off on the Fab Marketplace all the time. It's so bad. God, it's so bad. It's cool. Anyway, enough of that. I just want to show that I'm like, it's on my list. It's on my safe stuff. I'm thinking about the stuff. I want more effects. I'd hire the guy if I could, but I can't. You probably do some sine waves on the spline chain, lightning to oscillate it. I mean, it's a, yeah, I don't know how the effect's set up, so maybe. It's possible. Yay, look at that. All abilities. Swap, swap, swap. That, I think that's pretty clean. Also, as you can see, I've swapped over the active item here to use the same style. I need to do the same thing for this. I think that's what the next thing we need to do, because now we have both of these have full abilities. Yay! The game has really. Oh, you know what? What else I should do before I do that? I should increase the health of the boss. The bosses should get a big health upgrade. Because if we have active attacks now, yeah, we need to up that. I've also been trying to figure out, where do I put the hotbar attack information? I feel like we need to have a like a menu where we can see the information of the weapon, like what the attacks do. But then what else do I put there? Because I don't have much. So I'm thinking it probably needs to be stats. Like I could put stats in there, but I don't know what kind of stats. I could just put in like, I could put in some of this information like as my current, like I could say, you know, like starting dungeon with, you know, X health, X damage, current base damage, base health, you know, kind of before modifications. There's not a lot I can put in. And so I don't know what to populate that menu with, because right now I have a deck builder, which is great, but like I don't feel like putting a tab just for the weapon info. So that's one thing I have not figured out. If you have suggestions, I'm all for it, of what kind of stuff I can put in, I guess. I don't know. You already kind of see like your shard count, you see your deck information. I don't know. Yeah, but that's fine on a keyboard and mouse lever. But on a controller, you cannot do that, which is why we need a screen or a place you can go to see that information. I'm thinking of the controller. On keyboard and mouse, yeah, absolutely. I would be like, yeah, just hover over it and it'll tell you. Physically move to the weapon. So you'd move here, and then how would you... I could have, like... When you come close, I could have, like, something like a HUD thing pop up that shows you all the information for it. It would show up a pop-up screen. Yeah, I guess I could do something like that. And then you could see the information on it. That would make it better because you would not need to have a full menu for that, for the pop-up screen, basically. Like you would need to like figure out like where do I put it. That's not bad, actually. I kind of like that. It doesn't need to take up much. It could be taken up, you know, a little side here. Yeah, easily manageable. And then it would only need to be in the hub. You wouldn't need to have that loaded all the time for everything else. I like that. Actually, I like that. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. In the meantime, we're done with those two weapons. We technically have the air blade left that doesn't have abilities, so if you ever pick that up, you're actually gimping yourself. But you know, I'm waiting for a sale. For now, let's go ahead and up the health. How much do we want to up the health with? We're increasing damage quite a bit with the abilities. You can have it hover above the weapon location in 3D space, but 2D on screen. I worry about stuff like that because, like, for example, right, I'm here, so I mean, yeah, I could spawn one in the world that is facing towards. Yeah, I can spawn something in the world that's facing towards it. But at that point, why don't I just put it on the screen to make it clean anyway? How much do we increase the boss's health by? 4x? 10x? How much damage are we doing? Let's calculate that. So, for example, for melee, We have a 7x attack. 5. 5. Potentially a lot. 5. So... 60 divided by 25 times... oh, wrong one. 60 divided by 15 times 7 is 28. Oh, this is times 10. So it's 280 damage in a minute from this. So we're looking at probably like 1,500 damage that you can do with just the abilities in the minute. So 5,000 health is nothing now. So I'm thinking 5 or 10x the boss's health. I think we try... We go from 5,000 to 5x would be 25,000, right? Let's start with this does not include, by the way, the multiplier of the floor. It's like the base. So let's start with 25,000. And let's test it. Why was the... Oh, the spider had like really low. I think I was testing his stuff. You had 10,000. I'll put you 25 as well. 5 as well. Okay, let's go find the spider. First, though, we need to lower the entry fee, basically. Here it is. Lower this down. Okay. Let's go test out the ranged. How much health to increase by? Yes. Well, the thing is, right, these mobs, there's now more mobs because of their spawning properly, but they're also easier to kill, right, as you can see. So I kind of like that, which means the boss really needs to be right where the I don't know why you're not attacking, but okay. Sure. I'll grab some stuff. I don't have crit chance, but maybe I'll get it. Oh, crit chance. All right, 5% crit chance. And speed boost is great. Thank you. Okay, so I still have those. He should not see me. I think I fixed that. Why does... Okay, good. He was just... he just happened to idle towards me. Okay, so let's see how fast I kill him. You know what? I mean, he's did a lot of damage to me already. Health-wise, yeah, he has a lot of health. I have no no damage upgrades in terms of meta progression, and you shouldn't be able to just kill him first try. Easy peasy. I think this is kind of okay. It gets far more difficult. I think around there probably is fine. I got my 3 coins, and if I come into the hub, it should have saved the fact that I have 3 coins. There it is. See, I fixed all that. So, it's gonna be difficult, right? But the hope is that you want to increase, upgrade your card stuff, increase your base damage, start stacking that up, right? And it's a roguelike where you want to build your progression, all that stuff. So, yeah. I think around there is fine. Put that back. And then each boss after that will get more and more health. But, yeah, looks good. Okay. I think the next thing we work on then is these abilities and this guy. I want to swap out this final icon for the same look as these, and then swap out all of these power-ups that we get, like all of whatever I get, whatever I have. Oh, do I? My backspace doesn't work. Why does my backspace not work? What do you know work? What happened to you? Compile? Do it. Async load here since I made an event. Oh, but it made it a global functions. Hold on. Let me... Was this not select? Oh, I didn't have it selected in the drop down. That's all it was. Never look back, always move forward. But what if you hit a wall? Can you look back to see where you made the mistake and go a different direction? If you always move forward and there's a wall in front of you, you're gonna hurt yourself. Just saying. Go through the wall? What am I, X-Men? Tomorrow you'll be working on the auto-target lock for controller? Nice. What's the setup you're changing yours to? Figure it out. There was do you watch anime at all, Duty? Have you watched what's it called? Kaiju number 8? The second season that came out. There's a reason I'm bringing it up. There we go. Hello, Kaiju number 8. Well, I don't know if you saw the end of the second season, but one of the characters has a wall in front of him, and no matter which way he goes, he has a wall in front of him. You remind me of that. If you've seen it, you'll understand the reference. You guys gotta go through the wall. Everywhere you turn, there's a wall. Yeah, so this ability right here, all this kind of stuff, I need to swap out for the nice stuff, the nice looking ones. And I also want to change the border, I think, based on whatever it is. So I can customize the border color. So for example, if I go to the HUD, do I have it exposed? I don't. I don't have it exposed. But I do have a function for it. That if I wanted to, I could run. For setting the border color, which I believe on the Venn graph, yeah, it's just here. I just have it for right now in the pre-construct. What I need to do is promote to variable, call it, yeah, border color is fine. Have it be exposed. And now I can change this to, let's say, red. And my potion has a red border. You explain it on Discord, but basically it involves getting dot product of the aim direction and compare it against the enemies within the range to see if we're aiming at something, then have it lock on. But also check by distance as well as occlusion. My system technically can go through walls. I can technically spawn my spells through walls. Do I care enough to change it right now? No. But that's just a realization I just had, is you could do it through walls. To fix that, all I would need to do is, whenever it finds the location, I line trace to it from the character and make sure that there's no, like, nothing in between. And if there is something in between, then it stops at whatever it hit and then spawns it there. And that will get around the wall problem. So there's a relatively simple solution to it. If you're already locked on, you could swap to nearby enemies by instead getting the enemy's location and doing the dot product arc on nearby enemies around the currently locked on target. Oh, you're doing it like that way. You're doing it like tab targeting. How is that gonna work? like, does it, you're currently on an enemy, does it pick the next closest? Well, it has to know all of them, right? How, because eventually you want to, what if you want to get the one in the back? Or you're not going to allow to go get the one in the back or whatever. I can see myself like being like, oh shit, let me just spam it until I finally get to the enemy that I want, kind of thing. But that's assuming that it's not already, it's a projectile that hits like in a spot. Unit vector direction. It's one of those things that I probably need to see in action to really like fully understand it, but work on joystick direction, not button press. I see. So you would have one joystick move and the other one is the direction of the attack, right? Yeah, the current moment, I'm not using the right joystick. Right, this is the left joystick, and then this is still the left joystick. But I'm holding square. Why am I back in that animation? Yeah, I don't have a... So, but hold on. You do with the right joystick, but when you're using the right joystick, you cannot then... I assume then your buttons are left L1, R1, L2, R2 for it. Because you can't use the right joystick and press the face buttons at the same time. I'm assuming that's going to be the case. Also, look, I'm controlling my mouse with PlayStation controller. Ooh, I can use the mouse like this, sort of. Yeah, okay, cool. Boink. Boink. I like that it goes down. Anyway. Oh. Good stuff. It auto attacks when you hold it in the direction. Oh, you're doing auto attacks. Oh, so you're going to be able to move and attack at the same time then? So you just keep running and attacking at the same time. It's not like a pause to attack kind of thing. It's just like a shooter. You can run and gun. Got it. Okay. Yeah. I see. Yep. For me, you're standing still, and you're gonna like it. You're going to position yourself in a good spot, and if not, you're not going to be happy. Animation stops you in place to attack. Oh, okay. Well, then you can't auto-attack. You have to stop to attack. Because you shouldn't just stop automatically. Because maybe you don't want... when I see it, I'll probably understand it a lot more. It's fine. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna knock out a bunch of upgrades to UI, I think. This month has already been like a giant upgrade in like gameplay, I think. I'm very happy with this month already. Yeah, I'm sure they are. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. More fun tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys then. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.